name.
Alright, I'm gonna start streaming while I finish this up. So people can come filter in. Do, 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 do. What do we got? Finish setting up your... viral medium. Link to this. And
So they can hear me on stream now?
yes, yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I think people are just filtering in. Can watch.
I should open up your stream as well.
Yeah, watch me set this stuff up. Watch me make really bad posts. Let's see. Eldritchdraaks. There we are.
Hello.
Back down. Good morning, everybody. Came home early because I was sick. So, oh no! We were just talking about people being sick. I can't handle it anymore. All this talk about sicknesses and I don't know. I just can't deal. I was actually having a conversation recently about like kind of reflecting back on viral media, kind of at least my generation, and to some extent the generation that's right after mine, and how, sorry, I'm just doing post, there we go, and how we've kind of been brought up in this uh, uh, world of, like, one of my earliest memories when I was being in high school, let's say, and one of my earliest memories being, 9/11, right? Um, and having grown up in a world of war, essentially, and chaos, and there's like environmental disasters, and war with Iran, and, like almost like Cold War stuff coming back with Russia, and Korea stuff, like scares, and there's just like all this craziness. So I was doing a lot of reflecting lately when the coronavirus stuff came out, and how, like, I don't know, just how weird it is that we're all kind of like, this is the world that we've grown up in, and now I just feel weird and cynical about it. I don't know. I'm in a weird headspace lately with like these deaths in Washington, and just like, I don't want to leave my house, and I just don't want my kid to get sick, and I don't want to get sick, and yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I feel like I can't even talk to my family about it because they're just gonna brush everything off as, oh,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's like, it's not fine.
Yeah, it's so my opinion on it has been kind of like I don't think it's fine, but I also have this, my cynicism has reached a level where it's like I have so much stuff going on in my life, and I'm so stressed out about so many things on a daily basis that I'm like, okay, I'm going to wash my hands, I'm going to take precautions, but like this news is overwhelming, every day hearing more and more people dying, every day having like doctors come on the news talking about like, it's not if, it's when, and these people died, and there's mass outbreaks, and stop buying this, and people are clearing shelves, and it's just like, like I can't. I just want to like go on a media blackout. I know but I can't because I need the information, but it's just, managing your stress levels in the midst of this kind of stuff, and is just overwhelming.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Actually, my brother just got sick this past weekend, and we don't know what he's sick with, and we're hoping, fingers crossed, that it's not you know who.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hoping Mr. Corona's not knocking on the door.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's yeah. I don't know. I'm just Coronavirus has reached my area of the globe, so everyone's acting like giant babies. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like it's trying to manage like the trying to be chill about it, right? But at the same time taking it seriously. And it's like we as Americans can't do both of those things. It's like we either completely brush something off and we don't take it seriously, and so we make it worse. So you're thinking like environmental things or pandemic type of things, where we're like, oh, whatever, and then so no one washes their hands and everyone goes to conventions and, all this crazy shit. Or we take it way too seriously and we get like totally wrapped up in the drama and rhetoric of it all, and we act like fucking psychopaths, and we're clearing shelves and we're buying 700 masks and we're like bomb shelters, and like there's no fucking in between. And I like just taking something seriously maturely and just like handling it like adults is like completely fucking beyond us as a race. I just can't deal with it. Welcome Page
I
Nitro.
hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, on that note, welcome everybody to
Welcome.
the end of the world. Um, what do we got here? So today we have a guest. Our guest, I can't talk, is Eldritch.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Eldritch's first time on the show, but I'm sure you've seen them in the chats because they've been really hanging out a lot, which is awesome. Eldritch, do you want to give a little bit of information about what you do and how you're involved in the Homestuck community?
Sure thing. So I'm director on a fan comic called A Viral Medium. It's what to say. It's one that stands out, and that we're trying not to make it exactly like Homestuck or exactly like all the other fan comics where they try to mimic Homestuck. We try to do our own thing with it, although still keeping to some of the Homestuck trappings, like having a reality bending game, except not exactly. I don't want to get too much into that for spoilers at this time. But it's got some really nice art, and it's got some really great people working on it. I love everyone on the team. I got a few people in the chat right now. Other than that, I am the guy that rips all the sprites from Friendsym and PestaQuest and posts them every 2 weeks. And I got a really nice fan troll blog.
Nice. And then so this is, I'll just put it up on the screen. This is a viral medium. If you were here a few days ago, or last week, last Wednesday, last Wednesday, we went through and read a chunk of a viral medium. It was super, super good. So at the website, if you go to our Tumblr, there's links to get here, but it's just at msfpa.com, and it's one of the comics on there.
I'll put
Uh,
a link in the chat.
yeah, please link the chat. Our artist is here.
Hi,
Aw,
dear.
aw, your art is really gorgeous. I think that was definitely the first thing I noticed about a viral medium is, yeah, really, really cool art style. I think we all really agreed that it was pretty stunning. So yeah, I'm always really impressed with webcomic creation. Like I've had little aspirations to do comics in the past, and it is so much work, and I really like respect people who can stay on it consistently and keep up with their readers and put out content all the time, despite what's going on in their lives. Because, this isn't people's full time jobs putting out webcomics, generally speaking. So, fucking kudos.
Yeah.
Very
Half our
awesome.
team is in high school.
What? God damn it. You guys,
Oh,
you guys are killing
especially
me.
Deer. Deer is
Ugh.
young, but so amazing. Oh my gosh, they are
Yay.
great. I love their art.
I don't understand. I feel so, like, completely fucking intimidated when I see artists these days. Like, how young good artists are. Like, you guys have such a fucking head start on people like me. It's insane. Um, so keep at it. There's a lot of really, in 10 years, man. Aye, very jealous. Very jealous.
Deer actually did one of the cover art track covers for a Vast Error album, if I recall.
Wow, that's awesome. Damn.
I don't know which one though.
I don't know anyone. Like, when I think back to high school, I don't know anyone that was that good at art in high school. Like, in my entire high school. But now, I feel like that is a like all the time. I'll sign up artists and for fans by fans, and they're like, "Oh well, I don't know if I'm old enough. Do I need my mom to sign up?" I'm like, "How old are you?" Like 16. I'm like, "Jesus, kill me! What? How? You're just so advanced." Really impressed. Uh, which album and track did you do? Oh yeah, I made like 3 cover pieces. That's so cool. Well, congratulations on your guys' is awesome. It's cool. It's really fucking cool. So go ahead and check out A Viral Medium if you guys aren't familiar with it already. And yeah, and if you don't know me, most people who've been here have been here before. But if you don't know me, I'm Cassie. I work at For Fans by Fans. I am the artist community manager. So I'm the person that works on all of the contests, all the fan created content. I manage all the artists on our website and make sure that I am mama birding them to the best of my abilities. Um, and I am reading Homestuck on the road to 413. This is a blind read. We are on page 3045. Somehow I'm thinking about how we're going to get to the end by 413. I don't know if we can do it. It's going to be close, but I appreciate everyone jumping in to help me out here along the way. So the way we've been doing this is whoever the guest is just does all the narration, and then as we hit the pastoralogs, we just kind of split it up on the fly. Very informal. 4:13 p.m.
So
Yes.
in the chat, the Dear ABI Davy, Cephalopuff, Epic Assembler, and Eldritchdraaks 233 are all part of my team.
Well, welcome guys. Thanks for checking it out. I'm very impressed with your comic. Like, do you guys put your comic on other sites, or is it just on the MSF? Like, are you
It's on Tapas.
Tapas? Okay.
Tapas.
Nice.
I'll put a link for that too.
Perfect. I know some people use that. That's an app you can download on your phone, right? Tapas?
Mm-hmm. We wanted to put it on a webcomic site as well, so that's for options.
Are you guys gonna put it on? I know I have a friend who uses Webtoons. Is that?
We tried that, but that they default everything to like JPEG.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Oh boy. Shout out.
We also have it hosted on Tumblr, but we kind of decentralized that one.
Oh, I see.
It wasn't getting nearly as much attention.
Yeah, Tumblr is. Yeah, I could go on about Tumblr forever. Poor Tumblr.
Yeah, now the posts on Tumblr, we just use those for the URLs when we post them to MSPFA.
Nice. Well, that's probably easier for you guys. How often do you update?
Well, we were updating once a week on Sundays, and now it's kind of on a bit of hiatus because of Dear the Artist. Little lack of motivation on their parts, but we are still working on things and getting them done. Like I previewed to you, we are working on a video to end off this sort of part, but that's still a bit of a ways off from finishing and posting.
I gotcha. Cool. Well, that is school. School's a bitch. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, cool. Well, we'll jump in here back where we left off with Rose, and it looks like Kanaya here.
All right, I'll take Kanaya if that's all right.
That's perfect. Go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
All right. Since the gap between your present moment and the implementation of your mystifying self-destruction continues to narrow, this will be the last conversation in which I attempt to talk to you out of it nicely.
I explained this. The intent isn't true self-sacrifice.
First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. It's a pretty serious thing, okay? And dream cells are important to a person in ways that aren't always obvious. I think you're being frivolous, but that's not really the sentiment reinforcing the exoskeleton of my argument. Soon you'll be blacked out of Trollian's viewport, and I have no explanation for this, and neither do you. So I'll just assume the worst, and you should too.
Are you sure it's not because I'm sleeping?
I've seen you sleep before. You were just asleep, on screen. Peaceful and harmless and posing no threat to anyone. Unless I guess you're up to mischief in your dreams, which I cannot rule out. Actually, that's probably what you do when you sleep. What? Actually, that's probably what you do in your sleep. What was I thinking?
Shh.
What?
Blah, blah, blah.
Right, sorry. I'm saying that this is a special case. It is foreboding and disconcerting, and you are being reckless.
You're right. I can't explain why I go dark on your monitor, but I'm confident in my plan. I have it under control.
Your hubris is really astonishing. Easily twice the mass of the universe, I think. That it hasn't collapsed upon itself onto a tiny lavender singularity is the most striking Marvel paradox space has copped up yet.
Maybe it did. Maybe that's what went wrong. We figured it out.
No, please, stop. Humor won't deflect my really big and important triad, okay? You are investing too much confidence in evil gods who oppose Gaia and your true purpose, and I can't abide that. And, as difficult as this is for me to confess, I think your plan is very dangerous. And so are you.
Oh,
Yes. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to devote all my efforts to stopping you.
I'm sorry to hear that, Kanaya. What did you have in mind for this new and exciting adversarial phase of our relationship?
I'm so glad you asked. You see, I have been training a powerful wizard.
I'm so happy to see you're getting the names down. Woohoo! I'm learning, guys. There's a part in my brain. See, the problem is though, is that every time I put a new Homestuck fact in my brain, something important is probably getting pushed out. So if
Oh, hi, Pine.
goddamn Twitch emotes. Rose is near the bottom of the list of people who have the right to call blah blah blah. Oh yeah, the whistling on the mic. It's not a big deal. It's just something weird with Eldritch's mic.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's all right.
Also, my AC just turned on, so I hope that's not getting picked up.
Nope, I don't hear that at all. AC?
Perfect.
How
The
hot is it
AC,
there?
the air conditioning.
Yeah, but like, is it hot where you're at?
It's Texas.
Oh, you're in Texas.
I'm
Ooh.
Davekin.
Ooh. I was just talking about Texas the other day. I was like, I don't think I could live in Texas.
It's actually pretty cool here right now. It's hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Taylor is 71.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
71. Oh, it sounds nice right now, though. It's been the current temperature in Washington is, let's see, I don't have the fancy Google. Olympia temperature
Rev Dave.
48 degrees with 88% humidity. Oh.
Over the weekend, Rev was doing like an art show in Austin, or Round Rock, and I almost went down.
In Austin?
Yeah.
I've heard Austin's pretty cool actually.
It is, but it's also like New York and Dallas in that it's
Ooh.
packed and traffic is awful and public transportation is eh.
Oh, fuck that. Cool. Alright, sorry,
Anyways.
I digress. Continue.
Yes, your shot pole is like a tower broadcasting your fear across the ring, and you are right to be afraid. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. I have observed your methods, and you will come to the most unwelcome realization that all of your guile and cunning has finally backfired. This noble magician of pure light will serve as the counterpoint to your arcane debauchery. He will hunt you down, and goodness and hope will prevail.
Is it too late to throw myself at your mercy?
Yes, it's much too late for that.
He's channeling some real Harry Potter vibes right now.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Then clearly I will have to prepare for this soul-sundering duel whilst making my own funeral arrangements.
Oh yes, I do believe securing a corpse box would be prudent. Fitted to dimensions suited to your myriad of unassembled leaky body parts in aggregate.
What will herald the arrival of the swift and righteous
Thaumaturge.
thaumaturge? What the hell is a thaumaturge? A worker?
If I remember right from D&D, it's like a wizard that uses it's mostly for show.
Oh, interesting. That uses what for show?
Like that's mostly for show. Like I can make sparkles and stuff and colored
Oh,
flames,
funny.
and
Okay.
I can make this pencil appear behind your ear, and it can
Oh,
project your voice up to 30 feet.
I can push you. It's a
Illusion
cantrip.
magic.
Oh, okay. Oh, just little things. Interesting. It's a useless magician, is what you're saying. Will I be blinded by the fearsome lashes of light ribboning from the incandescent coastline of this beauteous aura? Should I borrow my friend's sunglasses?
Yes, definitely. Definitely do that. Wait, I hope that wasn't too emphatic. Emphatic?
Yeah,
Emphatic. Maybe at this point I should clarify that this is all a big joke.
yeah, I was getting that. You don't always have to tip your hand, Kanaya. You were doing well.
I was.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think that's I was.
Okay,
Okay,
she doesn't
great.
use
I think
punctuation, does she?
no, she doesn't.
It's weird.
She always capitalizes every word and she doesn't use punctuation. Okay, great. I think what I find most challenging about human and sincerity-based humor is the degree of commitment to the fantasy which is apparently requisite.
We take it very seriously.
I mean to say, the gesture of hostility in this case was the joke. I did in fact train this character. I made him a wand to shut him up.
Wait, you did? Really?
He wouldn't stop harassing me for your secrets.
That's incredible. Well done.
He's the one with the royalty complex and speaks with all the extra V's and W's.
Oh, I know exactly who you were talking about from the start.
Where? Okay,
I must say, this little project pleases me. Do keep me apprised of all future developments.
okay, I will.
At least until my looming grimdark death steals me away.
Uh, yeah, that is still something that I don't really want to joke about. I hope that came across as a sincere statement.
I love the fact that they're trolling Equius or Eridan. I always want to call him Equius. Like it's just, I have to check myself when it comes out. I'm like Equius, Equine. It's not him. I'm like, God damn it! But it's because it sounds like a yeah. It sounds with the equi sound makes me think of like water or something, and then I think of yeah. I'm like, I don't like
Pardon me,
that.
Mom. I need to put on a hoodie. I'm getting cold.
Okay. Remember, he's a bougie bitch. Excuse me, what's the weather doing
Okay.
at work?
The AC is right above my desk, so it just blows straight on me.
Oh God, that's horrible.
It's fine at first until like 10 minutes.
Homestuck D&D campaign would be so cool.
Just take a break from the read.
And we're gonna roll some characters, guys.
Haha, what if we played D&D and it backfired? Haha, just kidding. Unless.
Oh man, that would be fun. Someday I think it would be fun someday to do like D&D live stream campaigns on this channel. I think that's something that Yin was interested in, but like, cause we work with people that we could get on for stuff like that, probably like who do like PvP online or other
Is
people.
D&D one of the options on for fans by
Mhm.
fans?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can design for D&D on our site. It's cool. And actually, whenever I open up contests, like they hardly ever get submissions, so I don't do it very often. But the funniest part is the D&D is consistently one of our top selling brands. So it's like it's always hard for me because I'm like, guys, like it actually does sell. Like if you nail a D&D design, it will sell pretty well. Like cuz it's hot right now, but nobody seems it just people aren't super inspired. It's hard. It's a little bit more of like an amorphous brand. to nail. So people, it's not like a character-driven brand like Homestuck or Steven Universe where people are just generating content. Like you actually have to think about what's going to make a good D&D shirt and design a shirt for it. So it's a little bit, I don't know if that makes any sense. I'll keep that
Oh,
in
you
mind.
did
Yeah.
you did the huge bitch shirt Millie saw? That was awesome.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
saw the. Can
there we
I? Oh
go.
my god, I have to show you guys really quick because I saw Melisong. I saw your. I was messing around. One thing when I work from home is that I can't stay off of work. So I was looking at submissions as they come through. Oh, here it is. That's right, I didn't approve it yet. But I love this picture. Open image in new tab. Zoom in on this. Can we please zoom in on how amazing this little image is? Oh, it's so cute. I'm so excited for this. Uh, it was a very solid last minute idea. I think this image right here was my favorite. When we make this shirt, because we're gonna make this shirt, and I'm gonna wear this shirt, and I'm sure my ex-husband will agree. I feel like she'll be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You finally found an appropriate shirt. Um, uh, I want this image to be a supplemental image on the product page. That's how much I love it with the little guy. Yeah, we never made the shirts. Can we get a shirt with the reader wearing the shirt too? Oh,
But
yes.
yeah, we call him MSPA Reader, because that's what he's called in Homestuck.
What does that guy look like? Is it that guy?
Yeah, the character you play as through FriendSim and PestaQuest, his name we
Oh,
call him MSPA Reader
that's
or MC.
amazing. MSPA reader rocking the merch.
But
Oh,
you played through all of FriendSim, right?
I did. I mean, not all of it. I played a few.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you didn't see the epilogue. Okay.
No, I played like a handful of them, and honestly, games like Friendsim are perfect for someone like me because they're in like these small digestible chunks. But I still suck. MSPR plush. That would be so cute, actually.
With the Malik hoodie?
Oh, and like with like, could you put like wires in his little arms and legs
Oh,
so it
that'd be
could
so
like grab things and like really little, like maybe like this big, like the size of the mayor maybe, and it could grab things. They got different outfits you could dress them in. Please, honestly,
or the
thank you.
size of the Terezi plush.
Yeah, just even like a little one. Yeah,
All
just like a.
chibi. Oh yes, that's awesome
Oh,
idea.
it'd be so cute with the little like wire arms and wire legs. And kind of easy. They're just a circle. Yeah, honestly, you could just do like a little like black body, like this just kind of like a square, right? And then or a rectangle, and then like wire arms and legs so that it could. Cause that I feel like that would be necessary. Cause then it could like grab things. I could see people eating it up. There's a lot of MC dress up games that are popular now. Oh, that'd be cute. Well, I will definitely pitch that idea actually. Um, the stream has actually been really beneficial for coming up with like interesting ideas on the spot. Like I still really, really want to do a Beck Noir clip clap
Aw.
with like little magnetic paws, or Beck and Beck Noir with little magnetic paws that you can like put on your refrigerator or something, and that like the top.
That's a good idea. Although I'd suggest waiting until like well into Act 6
Oh,
for other similar clip
oh,
clap.
there's something even more.
Like other similar ones that would be like a set sort of thing.
Oh,
I don't
interesting.
want to spoil it.
Nice. Okay, I will keep an eye out for that then. Cool. All right, I digress. I just was really excited about this adorable picture and this amazing shirt. I cannot wait to wear this shirt, guys. It'll be the one and only. No, this shirt and then the one by Maggie. I will be my only Homestuck shirts for now, cause cause I can't fill up my my poor things with Homestuck shirts. Okay. Uh, all right. Let's get back to this. Where we left off with Jade in what looks like a very precarious situation.
Jade, answer Fury God Troll.
Oh, do you want to read Jade or do you want to read Tabros?
I can do Tavros.
Perfect.
Right. Hey, Jade.
Oh, hi! I remember you. You talk to me a lot in my dreams.
Yeah, but now I'm talking to you being awake. Because your robot can't type because I had an explosion.
Yep, that's because my dream self died. Pretty catastrophically.
No. I'm definitely pretty sorry to hear that.
Thanks. But I think I'm okay. I felt pretty shaken up at first, though.
Yes, I did too. I spent so long sleeping and dreaming and playing on Prospit that being awake was made to feel weird, and I didn't like it for a while.
Yeah, I've done a lot of sleeping myself.
Oh, yes, I know, but I saw you. You were awake a lot too. After a certain moment, I spent just about every waking hour being asleep.
Wow, why did you sleep so much?
It was just a better way to be, more peaceful and fun, and I guess there was something that happened that was incredibly terrible and sad and made me feel terrible and sad and sleepy, so I slept a lot.
Oh no, what happened that was so terrible?
I prefer that the thing I want to talk to you about not turn into that topic.
Okay, sorry for prying. What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to ask you permission. I would have asked permission the first time, but at the time you were not able to give it, or talk, or anything.
Permission for what?
To commune with your Lucis.
With Beck? What do you mean by commune? And what did you mean the first time? You did it before?
Yeah, it means to talk to him and suggest he do something which is good for him and also for people he likes.
Oh, like a psychic power.
Yes.
Pretty sweet. When did you do it before?
Oh, very recently, personally speaking. Digi Johnny, your Tav voice is so good. Thank you.
I love it. It's very good.
Elder's just Tavros.
I love
I resent
Tavros.
that Nitro.
Tavros
I am
Kin.
Malekkin. I actually, when I took the High Swap Extended Zodiac quiz, I actually have the same sign as Malik.
Malik.
Oh, you
Oh,
might not have gone to him. He
I
was like the hacker cerulean.
oh, this guy. Yeah. Okay. This was actually I'm gonna take credit for the fact that it was my I when we put out this Malik hoodie on our website, like was it last 413? Maybe the 413 before? The years are blending. But yeah, I was excited because we got to like we drew. I actually love the promo image for that because it's like the actual photo of the hoodie, but then like a drawing of Malik inside the hoodie, and it was wait, I'm gonna pull it up just because I'm gonna tie this back to work things. Let's see. Let's look on would it be under Hive Swap? Yeah, here it is. Homestuck and Hive Swap on our site are really confusing because of all the. I think if you go to, oh, we're sold out of the
Homestuck
pin.
can have little parts on the site.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird hole because it's like Homestuck is Hive Swap, is Friendstim, is Extended Zodiac, so it's very confusing. Where's? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this was such a cute promo. Why is it slow?
I
But
bet it sold really well.
it actually did. People were excited. I mean, it's just for being a basic hoodie, but it was cute, and I really wish it would load because I wanted to show you the full picture. Because one of our artists that we used to work with did it and like did the edit, and it was cute. What the fart?
Yes. So you didn't play Malik's part?
I don't
You
think
didn't get up
so.
to him?
What's he like?
Um. Oh, I'm not the best to explain that, but he's like really kind of. He's a hacker that just has like. I'm not the best to explain that.
Oh no, I thought you said
But
you were like you got him as like your
oh yeah, I got the same sign.
oh the same
But
sign.
people liked him a lot, and also following that volume, your MSPA reader got to keep his hoodie,
Oh,
and he has worn
cute.
that all the way up into Pest Request.
Oh, really? Oh, how
Yeah,
cool.
so
He's
it is just
hot.
stuck around, which makes it more of a popular one.
He is Sky. I would agree if I had to say that a troll was hot. this would be my jam. Would be someone like that. Solix is bipolar personalities. Do we just take control of one?
Oh, he's asking like who everyone on the AVM team would be if I'm Tabros.
Oh, I don't know who I took the extended zodiac quiz before. I feel like I need to take it again because it's been a long time. I'm pretty sure I got Prospect for my, what do they call it, for my, is that sway? Am I doing that right? Or is that lunar sway? Is that what Prospect
Yeah, that's what it's
categorizes?
called.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember my aspect. Maybe I'll take the quiz again sometime today, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow or something what I got. Because it's a long quiz, and I'm not going to make you all sit through that. But yeah, this was a cute, I just like this image. It was cute. Okay, sorry, I digress again. But he is a cutie.
That's okay.
Oh, these are actually two of my favorites. Who's this
Oh,
one?
Link.
Who is that?
Link. He's the trans one.
Oh, I like.
But also he had like a controversial-ish route because he could either be a soft boy or a bit of a dick.
Oh. Either?
It had like
That's weird.
it's like weird because I guess people were projecting on him like he's gonna be like this and he's gonna be like that. So when they got to his
Oh.
route, it's like, all right, is this gonna be the safe for work route or the NSFW route? Which one do you want to take? And so the
Oh.
character completely different based on whichever one you pick.
I see. Interesting. That's kind of weird. So they didn't have like a canon version of his personality, is what kind of what you're saying. Like,
Not exactly. I'm sure there's people have gone more into detail about all that and the meanings of it, but I wouldn't know.
interesting. Cool. All right.
Oh, I got some Clockhart art down there with Tabros.
Oh, what? I missed. Oh, I already closed it. I'm too late. That's his link control is Lank. Is it Lank or Lank? Link? Lank?
Lanque. I pronounce it Link.
Lank.
Or it could be Lonk.
Why would you pronounce it Lank? Because it's like Lonk. It's a weird name. Not safe for work, please.
Lonque.
Wait, it's not Lanky? Lanky.
Hi, I'm Lanky Kong.
Lanky. I think there's a lot of
Lonque.
long course over Lanky Kong.
Long course.
Say Lonky again. Lonquay. I dare you. Lanks. Oh god. I actually pronounce it as
Lonque.
Lonque? Oh man. I now I'm like, what is the word? Wait, I'm gonna look this up. Lanque. I like how the first one is Lonk plus Malik. Let's see. And maybe it says on here.
Yeah, people ship them a lot.
Does it say exactly how you say it? His first name could be derived from the word like language or tongue, or from the word kalonk. Kalonk? Oh, cove? The Chinese word. So, probably, if it's. Oh, it just says could, so it seems kind of speculative.
Let's see what Google Translate pronounces that. Because that's the best way to do things. We all know that. Google Translate.
Sleep card. Yeah. Now, Monk. Lanq.
Google Translate pronounces it as Kalonke.
Oh my god. Google, you failed us.
Kalonke.
How do you say? Oh, I guess if it's this French word.
Oh yeah, that would make more sense being French.
Play. How do you play this?
Lonk.
Lonk. They pronounce it lonk. Lonk. If it's the French word.
Lonk.
Lonk.
We can maybe get back to reading.
Yes. Sorry, we are getting down a rabbit hole of cute troll boys. Okay.
Rabbit holes are fun. Troll boys. But for you, it was very long ago.
Oh, cute. I love baby Jade. Ah, there she is. Adorable.
And it was a really good example, I think, of exactly why Wrigglers should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols.
What? Doop.
So I did the liberty of communing with your Lucis, which I hope wasn't out of line. But like I said, you were unavailable. By which I mean unavailably small. So then I communed him to use his amazing powers to intervene and reroute the projectile away from the path that would have harmed you. And also, as a wonderful bonus and coincidence, it happened there was a felon on your property.
Nope.
It was, I think, surely an aging rogue who was very much keen on intruding between your really nice-looking family. And as fortune would have it, the small missile was redirected into the senior interloper's chest, and he died.
Oh. Oh my god. That wasn't a senior interloper. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa.
Oh.
And if I'm interpreting correctly, you're saying you used Beck to make me shoot him? Ah, that's so awful.
What's a grandpa?
Oh boy. Okay, it's basically an old man who serves the same role as, I guess, Elusis does on your planet. He was like my dad. He took care of me.
Whoa. That is a really weird cultural... that is a really weird cultural thing, I guess. Sorry, then, about my cultural ignorance.
Well, I'm not blaming you or anything. It sounds like you were just trying to help, and you did save my life, but, I mean, geez, talk about a misunderstanding.
Well, now I feel very stupid. But I don't think I will give in to bad self-esteem this time about this. It's important to stay confident about stuff. Don't you agree? I want to note that he didn't intentionally make her shoot Grandpa. He just redirected it, and then it's like, oh, as a coincidence, it happened to shoot him.
Oh, Tavros.
At least that's what I'm picking up on.
He was trying. Sure?
And I think that is a good opportunity for us to bond and become closer in an emotional way. Probably.
Oh, sorry, there's a kitty stalking a squirrel. Run, squirrel, run!
Outside?
Yeah.
Surely not in your house.
In my house. I wish in my house. That would be exciting. No, there's like, for some reason in this area, there's like always squirrels that go back and forth, but then we also have a lot of like not stray cats, but outdoor cats.
Oh
and
my God,
just...
it's the same in my neighborhood. There's cats everywhere.
Oh,
it's crazy. They're just always stalking the place.
Yeah.
They keep getting into my backyard.
Well, luckily it's funny because like the squirrel literally could get away from the cat, but it's just sitting on the tree staring at the cat with a little nut in its mouth, like not going... Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Sorry. It is?
Oh, was that where we stopped? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is, I also killed my Lucis by accident. I mean, my Lucis that was a little fairy bull, not an old man with a huge gun.
I'm gonna write this down before I forget, actually. In my notes. Minister Dave Strider is the last note I kept.
What's the note you're keeping?
Tinker Bull. Mini plush.
Oh, right.
Yeah, with a with a loop to hang.
Like a plastic loop?
Uh-huh. To hang. And then I was gonna say, what was the one we were just talking about? MSPA reader.
MSPA reader, little chibi plush.
Chibi plush.
So many people like to draw him all chibi anyways, but with like normal trolls. That's
really?
just the way he is. Yeah.
Bendy arms. Cute. Yeah, I didn't want to forget those. Oh no, how did that happen?
I murdered him inappropriately with a 4-wheel device.
What kind of device?
Like, the kind basically for cripples to sit in and roll around.
Oh, you mean a wheelchair?
I guess. That's a way to call it.
How did that happen?
Well, I was sitting in it being crippled like usual, and it got another wheel in his map.
I'm so sorry. Also, I didn't realize you were paralyzed. Not that I'm saying sorry for that. That would be rude, I think. I'm just saying sorry for your loss.
Oh, it's okay on both things. He came back to life for a while and could talk, and that was fun. And also, I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Oh?
No, I have robot legs, and I feel great, and I can walk.
Wow, nice.
Oh yes,
Mm,
it is truly nice. I'm a new and different guy, mostly. Being not physically handicapped is most certainly the key to having high self-esteem.
um, that... I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, absolutely. Take it from me as what fact is true. And now I feel emboldened to do bold things that heroes should do, like save the life of a pretty girl and kill the fiendish old man who, whoops, wasn't fiendish, and you loved him. Sorry.
Well, that's good, I guess. I just wish maybe you told me about what happened when I was younger. I spent years wondering about it. When I was really young, I was sure the doll sitting across from him did it, and for a long time I was terrified of the evil blue girl. She sort of haunted my childhood, and I had trouble sleeping for a long time. But of course I got older and realized that was silly, but then I just speculated that maybe it was suicide, which was just a really sad thing to think about.
If Homestuck has taught me anything, you should always be terrified of the evil blue girl.
That's fair. I gather that.
Wow, yeah, I totally blew that then. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past.
Oh, sorry, I keep poking at my eye. There's like something in it. Hold on. I'm gonna take you guys. I need to put a drop of something in my eye. There's like, oh my god, there's something stuck in it. Ugh.
Hey Sophie, how you doing, girl?
Eye drops. There we
Good
go.
dog.
Holy cow.
Good girl. I got my dog with me.
Aw, what kind of dog do you have?
She's a doodle. She's old.
What's a
Sitting on the couch
doodle?
beside me. She's like a mix of a dachshund and a miniature poodle.
Oh, adorable.
She's so fluffy.
Oh, that's
Let's
really
see.
cute.
I can send you a picture on Discord.
Oh, please do. I will see it as soon as I can get back from rinsing my goddamn eye out. What is happening? It's like I can feel... Ah! I'm sorry, guys. There is something in my eyeball. I'll get it. I'll get it.
The spoiled, rotten little dog now. Ever since we lost our other dog, we
Oh.
spoiled this one because she's all lonely now.
Oh, buddy. How old is she?
I think she's 15.
Oh. Old pup.
She's still pretty lively though, although she likes to nap a lot.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna... This is super annoying. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't know what got in my eye. Oh, hi, kitty.
I think I can actually post a link in the chat.
Oh, yeah, please
Oh, there we go. There's the dog.
show the chat. Sorry. I'm trying to... Where is whatever's in my eye? Fuck, dude. Alright, I guess the makeup is getting smashed off.
Oh, I just realized she moved during the picture.
Alright, well, now I have to take the makeup off my other eye, or else it's weird.
Did you hear that, Sophie? Arsha loves you. She's not listening. Yeah, like I think it was about a month ago now. We had a little miniature pinscher, and she had like this big tumor on her belly. She wasn't doing so hot, and we had planned to finally put her down because this
Oh.
was a little miserable little thing. And the day before that, she escaped the backyard, and it was so cold at night that we're pretty sure she didn't really make it through the night.
Oh no.
We never found her.
That's so sad.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad we never heard anything after that. That would just be even worse.
That's very sad. I grew up with like German shepherds. And I was so close with my German Shepherd when I was a kid. It was a German Shepherd wolf. Actually, I'm going to use this opportunity to grab some juice. That when he died, his name was Ozzy, and when he died, it was just so fucking depressing that I never got another dog that like I felt like I could get close to like that again.
It just sucks.
Yeah, it's just so hard when you lose, especially dogs. Like all pets are really hard, but dogs are just so intense.
Two more dogs' name was Lucy.
Oh, buddy. Okay, let's put that away. Okay, all right. The
I
thing
took it
is
better than my mom.
Did you?
I mean, yeah, I've been preparing for it for the longest time, and I've been advocating. Putting her down. She's all miserable. Put her down. She's miserable.
Yeah.
And my mom just couldn't do it, but I was ready for her to pass on anyways. Wasn't ready for her to escape like that, and then not knowing if she's alright or not, but...
Yeah, it's still sad. I'm gonna be sad when my cats die too. I have 2, and they are older. Well, older-ish, like 14 and 12. So they still have some time, but... okay, cool. So the thing is out of my eye. I put a little bit of makeup back on, but we are good. We are good to go. Where did we leave off? Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Let's see. I don't remember where.
Just started. Wow, yeah. I totally blew it.
Wow. Yeah, I totally blew that then. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past.
But even if you do, I don't remember you doing so.
Oh, then I guess I won't.
Okay.
But yeah, irregardless, this is likely to be exactly the kind of thing not to stand in the way about good feelings about myself. I mean, I saw that your Lucis saved you anyway, in advance, and I just wanted to make it possible so that I was the one involved with being the hero there. Save you. Like, to put myself in your story in a brave capacity, because that's what feeling good and positive about yourself is all about.
Oh, Tavros.
Sure, Tavros. Keep telling yourself that.
Wow, you sound really confused to me.
Wait, was the pixel three-legged one pine?
Wait, was the pixel
what?
three-legged one? I don't know. Oh.
Oh, they're talking about their
cat. The cat, yeah.
Absolutely. I was confused like a fox. I am confused like a fox. The kind that has high self-esteem.
Hey, you're incredibly silly. I can't really tell to what extent you're joking around here.
I understand that, and jokes happen, yes. But feeling great about yourself is not a joking issue. It is heavy-duty business, and needs to be given all the seriousness that sad things get. I've learned that from my friends, and also from Rufio.
Rufio?
Yes, he's a fake.
What do you mean, fake?
A fake guy I made up imaginarily. He never stops being a thing that's not real.
Oh, like an imaginary friend. Okay.
I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness and being upfront about his general fraudulence, that it will only give me extra confidence. I'm pretending that as hard as I can in the most confident way. What makes it practically more true.
That sure is a philosophy you have there.
Yes, being confident is always about saying and doing the things you feel. Even if the afraid part of you says, no, please don't do that. Like, here's the thing I'm afraid to say to you, Jade. But I'm too confident now to let my afraidness make me feel terrible.
Oh? Well, what is it?
Remember, I talked to you a lot when you were sleeping?
Yeah.
And we talked about a lot of things, and we had some things in common, and it was nice.
Oh, Tavros is shooting his shot. Sure.
And I think, consequently, the emotional result is probably that maybe I have some possible red feelings for you.
Oh, Tavros, you're so cute. Red feelings? You mean? Whoa, wait, really?
Wow, that sure was a hard thing to say and made me incredibly nervous. But I said it because of my remarkable lake-powered self-confidence. And now I think all that's left is definitely a reciprocation about that, probably.
Um, well, I don't think I can reciprocate.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you're nice, but I don't really know you. I don't even know your name.
Oh, gosh, how stupid can I be? I forgot to say, I'm Tavros.
Okay, Tavros, I don't know if you've fully thought about this. You don't actually know me very well either.
Oh, yes, I surely do. Because we had a number of spirited conversations, wherein you were very nice and pleased to speak with me. Did did I misinterpret that? Was it not actually niceness?
Well, no, I was being nice because I like to be nice to people when I can, and when they are nice to me, but things are a little more complicated than that. You can't just know someone by a few conversations. I mean, I only talked to you while I was asleep. I'm kind of different when I'm dreaming. I forget things, and at times I'm not totally sure what's real. Don't you remember what it's like to dream on Prospect?
Uh, kind of.
Sorry, I feel bad about having to disappoint you, but I don't know what else to say.
But what about my attractive bravado? Ignoring my instinctual cowardice hard enough to say that I like you. Isn't that supposed to be very attractive and encourage the nature of having of flushed feelings in others? I guess what I mean is, what about all my confidence? What do you think about that?
Oh, Tabros, he needs to let it go. Poor guy. He's, jeez, Tavros, I'm really flattered you like me and all, but and that sure is confident of you to say so, and that's great. But I guess confidence is one thing, but there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
I also think, and this is really just polite, friendly advice, that if you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. Oh man, I'm sorry to say, it just comes off as a little insecure and off-putting and kind of defeats the purpose. And all things considered, I think we should just stay friends, or really continue building a friendship in the first place, since, like I said, we don't actually know each other that well.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, that's you.
Sorry.
No, no. If I'm being realistic, I think that's reasonable to say to me. And I'll work on toning down my self-respect a little.
No, you should have self-respect. Just, oh boy, this is frustrating. Can we talk about this later? I have some things to do. Why don't we get back to the original point? Why did you want to commute with Beck again? I love this. Homestuck in which, in which Tavros gets brutally friend-zoned. Oh, Tavros, you shot your shot. Oh, so precious.
Yes, of course. I wanted to get approval from you to commune him again, now that he's a sprite, to perpetuate one of my heroic ideas again.
What is your idea this time?
I will suggest to him that he attack your adversary, as well as ours, and maybe beat him to solve everyone's problems.
Wow, I don't know about that.
But I have great skill in commanding beasts to glory in battle, and yours is surely the strongest beast I've seen.
But he's my best friend, and you have already managed to get one of my family members killed.
But according to my self-confidence, I think I'm pretty sure I can use his power to be successful. Whoops, pretend I didn't mention my self-confidence, or say anything off-putting.
But all of our adversaries have inherited his powers. I could imagine the strongest guy would have all of his powers, and then some.
That's in the chat.
I'm not really comfortable with this. Tav gets bullied. Wait, Tavros isn't getting bullied.
Oh no, that's what Pine likes to do. Pine likes to bully people, or joke about bullying people.
Oh, okay.
Pine's a bully.
Time's a bully.
Oh.
I like Melo's song. This hits too close to boys asking my lesbian self out in high school. Yeah, but
Give
that's
Tavros a
easy.
wedgie.
Because then you can just be like, nope, I'm gay. Sorry. Eat dick pine. According to your confidence. I love it. Cat. Can I help you? Do you wanna... Come here, kitty. Come here. Come here. Psst, 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 psst. Don't make me reach over there. Come here. Come here. Don't just sit there and meow at me. Show us your kitty. That's inappropriate. Inappropriate. Tell the cat I love him. Oh, kitty. Oh, kitty. See, I told you I'm real life.
Ah,
I
it's the void.
I kitten Rose
The void is
lawn.
on stream.
Oh, hi, baby. This
What's
is
their name?
Binks.
Binks.
Binks. Yeah,
How
like
cute.
Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Meow. Binks, yeah. Thackeray Binks. Yeah, he's kind of an old boy. He's like 14 now. I got him when I was 19. So he's such a baby. He's very big. I can hear the purr. I love him. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a huge asshole, but he's actually a pretty good cat.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, but all cats are assholes, so. Okay, we can continue with this kitty in tow. Where are we?
I was at O.
Oh, you said that you're asking me permission first, and I appreciate that. But if you are asking, I'm afraid my answer is no.
Okay, I respect that. Unless, but I wonder.
What?
I wonder if a truly self-confident guy with the best self-esteem there is
Oh,
would
Tavros.
even need to ask. Maybe the best guy would just know he would be successful and would do it anyway because it is for your own good and everyone else's.
Oh, Tavros. Is this what they call an incel? is Tavros the ultimate incel?
No, he's not an incel.
Oh.
That's Aridin.
Is that Aridin?
Yeah, he's the one that's acting like a, but I want you, Thef. Oh, no one wants me.
That still goes to Aridin. Tavros, no, he's copying Vasca.
I think I do a good Aridin.
I love it. Hopefully we get I do a really bad Aridin, so I always appreciate a good Aridin.
God, this is fucking bullshit, Thef. How could you fucking do this to me? You fucking fucked me, Thef.
No way, that would be smug and arrogant. Would make you a bully. Later, if my friends and I want to ask Beck for help and decide that's our best hope, then that's our business. Until then, just please stop meddling.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're right about all that. I'll respect your wishes. Or will I?
So stupid. No,
Wink.
don't. I'm serious. Ugh, I think my headache's coming back.
I was just making a joke. Sorry.
Oh.
I guess us becoming a friendship doesn't have to happen.
No, it's fine. I just really don't want you to do that, okay?
Yeah.
I have to go now. Bye, Tavros. You want to keep reading Tavros?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, I cannot believe how hilariously pathetic that whole exchange was. Even by your Richard standards, Tara Dark. Oh god, I can't breathe. Oh, absolutely priceless.
Hey, Riska. That was supposed to be a private correspondence of a personal nature. How could you even be reading that?
Pfft, Tavros, sometimes your stupidity surprises even me. Next time you decide to open your heart to a little alien girl, make sure that her chat client isn't being holographically projected for all to see, okay?
Whoops.
It was just so embarrassing reading that, Tavros. I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm actually feeling genuine embarrassment. Your obscene incompetence is actually polluting my otherwise pristine composure. Nice going.
So, I don't care.
Jade let you down too easy. She's too nice. Someone's got to tear into you for that appalling display. And once again, guess whose shoulders that falls on? That's right, Vriska's, as usual.
I think she has the right amount of niceness, personally. An amount that is some instead of none.
Hey, I'm nice when it matters, and where it doesn't strangulate the critical development of people I give a shit about, okay? Really, I don't know what you see in her. She's completely useless, like you. Wait, of course, it makes perfect sense. You and she represent the ideal mate spritship. How could I have been so blind? Two perfectly pointless grubs in a bucket.
No. I have too much self-confidence now to be upset by your scandalous imagery. I don't think she is useless. And I don't think I am either. Because of new self-esteem's obtained, remember?
Oh, will you please stop going on about your fucking self-esteem? I will say this much about her. She was right about that. How insufferable you can get, prattling on and on about how confident you are. Tavros, you give confidence a bad name. I gave you all the chances in the world to earn it, to earn real confidence, and you failed. You couldn't even do the one little thing I asked you to, the one thing that would have made you man up once and for all. So instead, you flew away and cried and decided to sleep away your sorrow for the rest of the adventure. Do you have an idea how sick that made me? Everything about you makes me sick. When you talk about your self-confidence, I throw up a little. You don't know what confidence is. Robo legs doesn't give you confidence. That ain't no more true than saying my robo arm gave me mine. See what I mean? Your confidence is faker than even the great Rufio himself, Lord of the Unreal. It's pure fiction. A false, fakey, fraudy con job from a wimpy loser charlatan bullshit artist. It's shallow and nauseating, just like you. Do us all a favor and shut up about it.
Okay, I think this is actually making me pretty mad.
Yeah, right. I don't believe that. I'll believe it when I see it, chump.
I don't want you to mock me anymore. I don't know if my confidence is real or what, but I would like you to stop saying stuff like that to me. And to stop saying bad things about my friend Jade, too.
Jade is an idiot, a useless, boring nobody. What has she done for her party other than to fuck up every step of the way? What does she ever do but take naps and get in trouble? She's awful, and you deserve each other. Oh, wait, except she hates you. Even the boring, pointless girl hates you. Talk about a guy who can't get a break. Though, I guess she's not completely useless.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, Tavros, I gave her credit for something, so I'll give you credit for something too. Your plan to control her lusus wasn't a bad idea, and using your ability to save her life, LOL, was a pretty good way to test how effective your powers are across sessions. Pretty good way to practice, to know where you stand. Practicing your abilities is important, so when it comes down to using them for something that really matters, you know you're ready for prime time. I know this firsthand. I got lots and lots and lots of practice with your little guinea pig friend. So really, turns out she wasn't so useless after all. Far from it.
Whoa, what? Are you saying you did that to her?
Not really the point. The point is I'm trying to pay you a compliment. At this point, you are so sad and disgusting. You treat anything nice anyone has to say about you like a chest full of shimmering boombucks.
Oh, okay. God, what?
Like I said, your plan was solid. Controlling the Guardian to go after Jack was a fine idea. Sure would stir some shit up. Better than being an insignificant, stuttering piece of trash all the time, I say. And you were definitely onto something about doing it irregardless of her wishes. Because it's for her own good. That's what winners do. They do what's right for someone they care about, even if the other person does nothing but bitch and moan and act ungrateful about it. Better you learned late than never. In fact, I could go as far as saying that you went ahead with her plan against her wishes. It might just earn you a smidgen of respect from me. We'll see. There's really just one catch.
Oh, what's that?
The catch is it's not going to work.
What isn't?
Are you even listening to me? Man, clear the Rufio wax out of your ears. You couldn't sic Guardian on Noir even if you were inclined. Not even if I were to make you inclined.
Why?
Because you're dealing with a pro here. I already thought of that. I thought of everything. The Guardian is not going to attack the agents who engineered him in the first place, or who I should say were encouraged, lol, to engineer him. I was striking a mutually beneficial agreement. This is often the most effective way to manipulate others. I just sort of gave them an idea, nudged them along in the direction of seizing more power, which they wanted to do anyway. Remember, I already have a lot of experience getting the simple-minded agents to march to my drumbeat. I was exiling them left and right in our session. I'm an expert at this by now.
Why would you do that?
Tavros! At this point, it should be obvious. I am the unseen hand behind every major event in their session, and to some extent, their whole lives. At least those events are not happening by volition of their own natural incompetence. Don't you think this is how it should be? Shouldn't the greatest player leave her fingerprints on every step of the rise to power of her ultimate nemesis?
Wow, no, I don't even know how to say all the ways. I think that is crazy.
But you must agree, because you were copycatting my idea.
No, I wasn't.
You were brazenly inserting yourself into Jade's history. The self-insertion plan was my idea, and it's revolting and cowardly for you to deny it.
That was for a good thing, though.
Sure, whatever you say. That's incredibly sad how outclassed you are. It's actually depressing that you thought you could beat me at my own game. And then most sickeningly of all, you don't own up to it. I have every angle covered already. The human session is on full circuit lockdown. Any effort you make to disrupt my plans will be laughable, just like everything you've ever done in your life. The only thing left now to do is prepare to kill Jack myself and save everyone's ungrateful asses. It's a shame you're not strong enough to take him on with me. Too bad you spent so long sleeping instead of turbo leveling like me. We might have made a pretty awesome team. Oh well.
Okay, then. All of your usual insulting things aside, my take on this is that you created our impossibly hard bad guy who wants to kill us. And by association, I guess that makes you the bad guy too. Instead of a good guy who's just mean.
Nice deduction. Wrong. Excruciatingly linear and laced with the sort of absolutes morons like to throw around, but nice.
And that being the case, even though I'm terrified of you and not as strong or real confident, only mostly fake confident.
Yes, go on.
I think I am going to have to stop you.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Pretty weak slime threat there, but it's a start. Tell you what, if you can find me in this lab, you can have it me. I'll even give you a free shot. No funny business or anything.
Okay then, here I come.
I'll be waiting.
Happen.
Ah, Tavros. A.H. Ride? Oh.
Yes. Hell yes. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Hell. Bullies. Fucking. Yes.
Borf.
And so came to an end the most heroic thing that ever happened in the history of metafiction. Let's move on. Air. Level up.
Ooh.
The windy thing subsides and clear skies prevail. You soar to the highest rung and roll over your ladder. Air transparent. Boon dollars fly. Air cloud up. The clouds have returned. Fireflies are still trapped. The spell remains unbroken. There is commotion behind you. A nearby village, perhaps? John, enter village. So this is another one of those walk-around games, but it's a lot shorter.
Oh, good.
Do you want to do the video form? Do you want to do the actual walk-around, or do you want to do the... Is there a text version of this one? No, there's not. There's just the video.
How do I get... Oops. Oh my god,
Flash
sorry.
player's blocked for me. Hold on, I have to
Here, I'll just go through it pretty quick.
block sites from using Flash.
Blocked?
Yeah, because that's what Chrome does now.
Ah.
Gosh, I have no idea how to unblock it.
Pick up
Where did that hide
serious business goggles. Ooh. You re-equipped serious business goggles. Would have sucked if you lost these. Answer Vriska. Oh, okay. This is
I
the
guess
one.
I'll do the stream then.
Yeah, we'll just do that since you said it's kind of short. Just let me know when you're on the stream.
I'm on the stream. I'll do
Okay.
John.
Okay.
If that's alright.
Yep. John, congratulations. Oh, it's like really.
Oh man, that's a lot of
That's
lag.
a big lag. Ay, ay.
You know what? Let me just pull up the video.
Oh, okay.
That should probably work. Alright. Pick up serious business goggles, blah blah blah. For what, you mean? That windy thing? Did I actually do that somehow?
Well, yes, you did, and I suppose congratulations are in order for that too. But mostly, I'm congratulating you for gaining all the levels.
Oh, right. I got the top of my edge ladder somehow. I didn't even really think it had a top, or that I would get there so fast. So, I guess that's it then. Don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. That's pretty neat.
Don't be ridiculous, John. While you may have all technically gained all the levels just now, you did not truly gain all of them just yet. In a way, this is really just the beginning.
It is?
Yes, now you're ready to begin your ascent through the god tiers. Nobody I know was able to progress this far anywhere near as fast as you, John. Not even me. I can't tell you how proud I am.
Wow, really? Okay. What do I do? I just remembered I have the books.
Oh, yay! Perfect.
Text-based.
Nice.
This is page 3079. I just turned right to it.
Well, Epic Assembler is in class right now.
Oh my god, EA.
I'm gonna fail this quiz. Yeah, and I guess unless it's about Homestuck.
Where is it? Okay.
The thing is, from this point on, you can't make any progress while you're awake, so you've got to get to sleep. But not just any boring old nap will do. You need to go to sleep in a special bed. You must find your quest bed, John.
That sounds pretty cool. Where is it?
Not too far away, but rather than me telling you, why don't you talk to the locals and ask around? I've helped you get this far, but at some point you're going to have to start taking some steps all by yourself. I think you're ready for that. If you make the right decisions and play all your cards right, hell, you might even wind up at a higher tier than I did. I hope this turned out to be the case. I'm rooting for you all the way. Now get going and find that bed.
Okay, I will. Thanks a lot, Vriska.
Alright, what do we got? The salamander.
Ooh, can I voice the salamanders?
Yes,
Is that alright?
please.
Yes, okay.
I'm talking
Did you see it? It was there, after the windy thing.
See what?
Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. The big flat thing that's as wide as possible and up. The dark colored ceiling that clouds stay under.
You mean the sky?
Yes! It was so beautiful. I hope to witness its miracle again one day before the end of my sadly short amphibious lifespan.
I love your salamander voice. It's so cute.
Thank you very much.
What's this thing? Open Pixis. Ooh, you got
a mini tablet.
Ooh, what do I do with that? Oh, whoa, why is it lagging? There we go. Let's talk to the salamander up the stairs.
That was quite a bluster, wouldn't you say? It really had us all whipping around, our little legs flailing every which way.
You must be talking about the windy thing. Yeah, sorry about that.
What would you have to be sorry about? A great surge of the breeze, like that could only be summoned by the air. It means he's finally come. This is so exciting. Please let me know if you see him.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, there's another guy. Talk to the salamander.
I thought for sure a mushroom was cooked. That green tragedy nearly consumed us all.
Aw, Melisong's getting their salamander plush. Cute.
Aw.
The green tragedy? Oh. You mean the fire?
Yes, word has spread of the global catastrophe. Thousands of lives were lost. Luckily, the heir saved us. I'm going to pop a big friendly bubble in his face if I ever lucky enough to meet him.
Wow. Sounds like he's in for a treat. Oh my god. It's like weirdly laggy. It's strange. Talk to this guy.
We must all come together and unify as a people after the terrible green tragedy. Oh, did you go to the next one?
It says this harmonious union?
Oh. This harmonious union will mostly entail a lot of standing around and fidgeting hyperactively together.
Oh.
I've been listening for your spacebar or your clicks.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Talk to the other one.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I can't wait for the heir to visit our village. Hey, maybe he's right there now. Maybe if I blow my spit bubble to be big enough, it will catch the heir's reflection, and I will be able to bask in his magnificence. Wait, I see someone in my bubble's reflection right now. Could it be? Could it? Oh, never mind. It's just a dumb boy with some square glasses shaped on his face.
Hey! Oh, why is this flash moving so crappily? What's this? Open Pixis.
You got one of your fake arms. Man, why do they have to rummage around through your stuff and start mailing it all over the planet?
Oh wait, this one's I opened the tab.
Oh, did I open the? See the wrong one.
Oh yeah, I probably went to a
you've
weird
been
one.
dying to try this bit for a long time. Perfect timing too, since you are in need of a good sugar kick. This can should be a jam-packed full of real, actual sugar. I'm not sure that one's even on here. Oh, it's later on.
Oh, is it? Why is it? That's
Yeah.
weird, because it's in the same... Oh my god, why is this running so shitty?
Oh,
Okay.
because it has you going down first and then going up in the book.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go down and do this one. Open Pixis. There we go.
There's the fake arms. You got one of your fake arms. Man, why do they have to rummage through your stuff and start mailing it all over the planet?
Oh, what's down here? Oh, there's a salamander down here. Talk. Hey, little fella, where are your parents? Do salamanders even have parents? Oh, duh, of course they do. I guess what I mean is, do you have a family or anything? I already adopted one young salamander today, but then I left her at my friend's house. So I think I'll let you be. I don't know if I'm cut out to be a dad. I mean, I don't even have a tie or a pipe or a really serious looking wallet or anything. Just thinking about it's making me miss my dad. Hey, I wonder if I'll see him when I sleep on my quest bed. I hope so. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you, little guy.
Clap.
Alright, let's open this pit. How do I get up there? Open
You got
Pixis.
more illegal contraband. Dude, this frog is so illegal. You'd better ditch this thing before a wily agent of Durst sees you with it.
Oh.
Alright, and the book has you going up, getting the tab.
Okay, we go up. Get the tab. We did that. Oh my god, this is running so bad for some reason. There we go. Left or right?
Going up. Oh, left to right?
Yeah.
It has you talking to that sign and then going right.
It's a second. Oh, read signpost.
Left, village. Right, mushroom orchard. Also a secret grotto. Oh, shh.
I'm gonna go right then. Talk to the first salamander. Talk.
Hey, you! Don't go any further. The mushroom orchid has been commandeered by a frightening beast. It is terribly powerful, unlike any underling I have ever seen, at least not before the green tragedy. The devil is making it nigh impossible to farm our goddamn mushrooms. Halt! We are guarding the mushroom orchard. It is for your own good. Do not pass. Guard! 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 We are an elite team of village guards guarding this orchard here. Together we represent an impenetrable edifice of amphibious fury. There is no way everyone is getting through. There's no way anyone is getting through. Public safety is assured.
Oh, cuties. Oh, Oh, I'm really close up now. Oh, oh my god, stop running so badly. Oh, what is this? What? Oh, I can use my little hammer. Okay. Then, what's this? A froggy? Whoa. Oh my god. Oh, I can't do anything with that. Okay, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, it went away. Oh, I shouldn't attack the... Ah! Where am I going? Is there anything down here? It's like super zoomed in.
Yeah, you can talk to him though.
Can I?
The salamander.
Let me try again. I must have not been... I just keep trying to hit him with my hammer. Oh, I'm probably not using the right... Use the arrow key, spacebar to attack. Hold spacebar to charge main grate. Interact with mouse. Oh, okay. There we go.
No, I don't give a shit that there's a ridiculously powerful and deadly imp running around the orb. Someone's gotta be farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms. Pain in the ass though it truly be. So that's what I'm doing. Standing around here. Farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms.
He's so cute. Is that all it's down here?
Yep.
Ooh.
And then the book just has some fights. Right. And then it looks like going back up where you were before and going to the left.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what the hell? Sorry, I'm just messing around with this.
I couldn't really tell it was lagging from the stream, but also because it's a stream.
Yeah, it's like running super choppy.
John's hammer is freezing the game.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go left, and then I'll talk to the salamander. You can do Control-Alt-T in here.
I don't even know what Control-Alt-T does in this walk around.
Find out shortly.
I thought the spell was broken there for a moment. The clouds went away, and the fireflies were all buzzing around, acting disoriented. But then the clouds came back. To be honest, I was a little relieved. I had grown fond of them, and if the fireflies were to escape from above, I would miss them dearly. They're really pretty, and they're my friends.
Ah. Talk to this guy in the
shop.
Yeah.
Welcome! Looking for something tasty?
Ooh, look at all this stuff. I want a jar of bugs. Wait, go up. We got a jar of bugs.
You can't afford. Oh, you can't afford them.
Oh, I bought them.
I know there's another shop that you can't afford anything.
Can I buy everything? I can probably buy everything, huh?
There's a secret path just to the right of the sign. It's hard to see. Is that the sign at the fork?
Is there a benefit to buying everything in here? Something happened.
I'm not sure.
Let's find out. I'm gonna buy everything. Okay,
Sky Player says, yeah, at the fork.
At the fork.
There's a secret path over at the fork by the sign.
Okay, well, I'm buying the last thing. Grasshopper.
Let me see.
Oh,
I
nothing
flipped
happened.
to wherever it happened. What happened?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
What's the secret? There's a secret path just to the right of the sign. Okay, let me go back and look. Ugh, this flash is killing me.
Is it up?
Oh, I see it. Yep. Oh, there's a little salamander up here.
Oh! I can't see what I don't think they covered that in the book, so hold on.
You're entering the private and secluded alcove of the clan of the Secret Wizard.
It's so cute.
Shh.
Oh my god, I'll be so happy when this flash is over. So, oh, there's so many of them in here. What the hell?
Yeah, they do. It looks like they do not cover that secret area at all in the flash and the book.
I fell asleep in a bush, and when I woke up, I was here, dressed in this absurd cloth. I am confused and a little afraid.
And when I start reading the lines, you can go ahead and continue on.
Glub,
Okay.
glub. Hey, kid, see these robes? Let's get beholding here. Chop, chop.
Because of like stream lag.
Yeah, good call.
Behold my robes, behold my robes, behold my robes, behold.
Okay, geez, I'm beholding them as hard as I can right now, whatever that means. Are you satisfied? Behold.
I am beholding someone without the proper attire in our presence. This is most improper.
Sorry, where can I get some robes to join your club?
From your bedroom.
You really think it's that easy? This is an exclusive by which okay, it just ran through.
Oh no, I went too fast.
That's fine.
That's so stupid.
They're made from his bed sheets.
Nah, not really. I feel like John should stop showing up to weird, like, secret cult meetings and asking how to get robes to join their clubs without knowing anything. So, maybe a bad. I don't really feel like walking around wrapped up in a stupid bedsheet.
Yeah, they don't even cover the secret area in the video either.
Oh, weird.
Sky Player, were you the one that mentioned that there was a huge list compiled of all the problems with the new format for Homestuck? Or was that in RevStream? I don't remember. I get some of the things mixed up. Okay.
My tender ears have just been scalded by unthinkable blasphemy. I'm kind of not really into this. I'm just doing this because of peer pressure.
I
Aww.
almost flipped into tab there.
To be honest, I'm getting a little tired of beholding all these goddamn robes. What does beholding robes even mean? Like just looking at them, is that it? Don't tell anyone I said that! I'm going to ask you to do something, and it's totally up to you if you'd like to oblige. No pressure or anything.
Oops.
You are an amazing genius, and I love you!
Cute! They're all so freaking precious. Oh my god, this flash. It's so laggy.
You want to move on?
Yeah, it's super laggy. I feel like...
Makis, would you be able to sum up anything missed in the Flash? Though there's an end.
Okay, I'm gonna go toward the... But those are my bed sheets. How do you get them? Silence! I will not entertain such pluck from the lowly unenrobed. Our great elder, the magnificent secret wizard, was one day graced with the first rag of souls from the clouds. He donned the oily humble cloth and assumed the countenance of a simple beggar. But lo, he beheld a great pillar of rock, and on that pillar he beheld an impossibly tall white tower belonging to the fabled heir of breath. And so our leader ascended this pillar and this tower, but found no sign of the heir. He did, however, find the heir's floating blue servant, and she laundered his robes, and so the rag of souls was born anew. Such was his magnanimity, he employed the heavenly machina to duplicate his relic and distribute robes to as many followers across the land, so that they too might be beheld with beholden eye of admiration. So it was, so it shall have been beheld. Now go! May beheld robes be with you always. What's in this thing? Okay, open picture.
So Sky says it's a path to the far left, and then up.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the funk out of here. Oh my god, I'm stuck, guys. Fuck me. You see this? Look what I've done. I'm fucking stuck! No!
Alright.
I'm Homestuck. Oh, that's so funny.
Alright, so if you put a /1 in the URL, and it'll switch you over to the video, and if you skip to about like let's see, at about 10:45 in the video, you'll have the ending.
Okay, John stuck. I feel like what's the code in World of Warcraft? /unstuck. How do I do that? So wait, what do I do again? Sorry.
Well, I'm if you want to skip to the
Yes,
ending,
I do.
We could put a /1 in the URL. That'll take you to the video version.
Oh, there we go.
And then it's about like 10:45-ish is when it starts.
Oh, it didn't take me to the video version. It just
Oh, it didn't?
it just took me back to the beginning.
Here, I'll put it in chat.
Okay. Okay. Oh no, it just keeps loading the flash, homie. I'm just
What?
gonna, it just loaded the flash again. Okay, I'll just run up here. Get me out of this hellscape.
Up to the
Oh,
right.
why am I?
I'm looking
Oh
at
my
it lag.
god, do you see what I just? I can't-
What the fuck?
Guys, what is happening with this? I'm fucking stuck again. You just lagged in the wall. This is so. This is horrible. The Suburb Beta is an unstable game. I'm writing a mod note right
Actually,
now.
if you click go back and then go to the back to this page, that might work.
I'm gonna try that. I didn't think this was gonna be. Well, I'm unstuck. I'm gonna be very careful.
What
about-
the hell? Why does it keep doing the game?
I don't know.
Alright.
This is like my personal John hell. Oh my god.
Sky, what does right click and forward do?
Get up here. Good for speed running. Suburb made by Bethesda.
It corrupts the flash. What the fuck?
The flash is already corrupted. Get me out of here. I'm gonna go up here. I bet it's up. 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 There we go. I think I reached the end.
There we go.
Gee, ay. Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Oh my god. That was harder than it should have been. Why is that? All the other flashes worked alright, but that one was fucked up. Alright.
John, take legendary nap.
Do you want to read
Okay,
John or
I think I'm ready to take this legendary nap and then climb the guide, I guess?
Yes, exactly. Pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe it is a little too exciting.
What's that mean?
I'm not sleepy at all. Also, this is not much of a bed, more like a really hard slab of rock. I don't see how I'll be able to sleep.
John, would you like me to put you to sleep?
You mean you're asking me this time instead of just doing it? What happened to you wanting to be responsible for me becoming a hero?
John, I'm clearly involved in your rise to power now regardless. That can't be changed. I'm giving you the option because at some point, a hero has to start making choices. Once you take a break from hunting treasure and stop getting distracted by side quests, you eventually realize that's what this game's all about. The choices you make affect the destiny of some universe you create, as well as the type of hero you become. It would have been nice if someone was around to explain all this to me, and let me have some control over my own fate. I had to do this a much less pleasant way. I'm sparing you that indignity. Besides, it's not like you're some loser who doesn't know how to make tough decisions. So what'll it be, John?
Well, I'm supposed to go to sleep to realize my destiny. And you have the ability to make me do that. So I don't really see the harm in that. It seems like it is just the practical thing to do.
Am I hearing a yes, John?
Yes, that is my decision. Vriska, please put me to sleep.
You got it. Aww.
Sleepy boy. Uh-oh.
Who's that? Oh shit. Oh, what? No. What? Oh, Vriska. You silly goose. R.I.P.
F's in the chat.
And this is the end of the book. And John is dead.
Oh yeah, I think that's right. That's the end. It doesn't include the flash.
R.S.
It does
John.
not include the flash. It ends right
Christ.
with Vriska doing her. Alright.
phone's being laggy too. Maybe it's my browser? No.
What's the matter?
It's just being a little laggy. I'm starting to wonder if it's my browser.
Oof. It might just be flashes.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, flashes are no longer supported anyways.
That's true. It's gonna probably start to run into more problems like this.
Yeah. And when I take it out, I'm gonna have to like find a plugin that puts it back in.
Yeah.
It's already annoying that I have to do some workaround thing. I leave it unblocked, except every time you open it up, it's got like this big notification on it. It's like, hey, Flash is dead.
Oh, Jade. Dave. Rose. Oh, they're all looking at John.
Sick new jammies, dude.
Cute. Oh, is this him ascending to God tier?
Yep. And this is the outfit you see him in very briefly when you have Karkat's first conversation with John.
Oh.
And I think this might be the first time they actually show off a God tier. I don't think... Yeah, I think that might be the first one. Rip to the John that died to make this one God tier.
Magic PJs. Oh, so this is day 6/12. 4/13 to 12/16, 2010.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
And remember, 612 is the number for the trolls. It's the trolls 413.
Oh, right. Okay. All that in a year and a half. Goddamn. That is a lot. A year and a half. We got Dave sleeping. Dave creeping up on Dave.
Z. Dave, Pastor Terezi.
Do you want
Alright.
Dave or Terezi?
I'm good with either, I think. What do you want?
I'll do Terezi, I guess. I haven't done Terezi in a while.
Alright. Okay.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I mean, what are you waiting for? Are you just gonna stand there? Or are you gonna suck it up and assassinate that nice-looking David asleep?
But you know if I'm going to or not. It's lame for you to pretend there's any element of suspense there. Why don't you just tell me?
Oh, I get it. You want to rise to the god tiers and become as great as John, while still forfeiting all of your decisions and free will to a blind girl in another dimension. Real heroic, Dave. Or should I say, so cool.
Look, I don't mind making decisions if that's what's going on here. Like doing this free will thing.
Oh, is that a thing now?
Yes, how would it ever stop being a thing? Being a thing is not something it ever stopped doing. I just want to know what's really going on here before I decide to start chopping off the heads of outrageously good-looking snoozing dudes.
I told you, you need to die in your quest bed to reach the god tier in Skya with John.
Okay, I know, but something about this doesn't add up. Who is this guy? I don't remember sleeping on this bed or reaching the god tier. I'm pretty sure that's something I remember. So is he from the future? Does this mean later I'm going to have to put up this ugly goddamn suit back on? Which I thought we both would get to retire from the wardrobe forever. And then go back in time to sleep in this bed and get killed by me right now. Do I have the stable loop light? Right?
Nope.
Then what?
I can tell you, but first, are you sure this is the source of your hesitation, Dave? Keeping track of temporal logistics.
Why wouldn't I be concerned about that? If we make mistakes, then dead days start piling up. And dead days are the tongue twister. And dead days are the enemy, remember? Says the sword holding guy who is about to add a bunch of pile.
I'm just saying, it isn't easy for anyone to face their own death, even if the consequence is to their benefit. Not even any of us managed to do it. Well, except for one.
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Okay, got it. Wonder if this can finally be the conversation that doesn't deteriorate. A lot of bitching and moaning about her.
Fine.
So if I'm understanding this guy is from the future who came back to finish the loop. And he's not from the past because I remember doing this. This isn't part of our timeline choreography at all. Mostly from an offshoot timeline, which means he's doomed.
Yes!
Okay, so how did this happen? Where did we fuck up?
We didn't. Sorry about this, Dave. It was just the best way I could think of to show you what this involves. You wouldn't stop bugging me about why you'd never be able to catch up with John. I told you that you wouldn't be able to face your death, and that wasn't good enough for you. So, here we are.
What exactly did you do?
Okay, remember when you were asking me about this God tier stuff and how John was able to ascend and I told you it would involve dying and you kept going on about it, so I gave you a choice to find out now or find out later.
Yeah, I remember. It seems like a long time ago already. What was that, like more than a day for me chronologically?
Yes, but it was only a couple minutes ago for me. You finally wore me down with all your recent pestering, so I said fine, and went back to a little early on your timeline to kick this off. So, this is how we're doing this now.
Okay, but you didn't actually give me a choice. You just flipped a coin.
Yeah, and I left the decision over the outcome on the flip in your hands. Oh. Maybe you forgot. I wouldn't blame you since there's been a lot to keep track of. But here's how it went down. You were strutting around in your delicious kiwi 8-ball suit and running your fresh mouth as usual. Derp, go, Terezi, sub, gotta be John, gotta be John. He's got a long hood and he does wind. How can I get powers too? Oops, red is how I talk. My bad. Oh my god! Dave, this is so decadent. Why did you ever tell me how amazing it is to type like this? I almost can't handle it. Okay, stop
Okay.
that. Oh, that's you again.
Okay, stop that shit. It's probably like crack to you. I'm not gonna stand by and watch you fall prey to your own wild cherry ape shit apocalypse.
Okay, well, so anyway, I'm like, Dave, that's going to involve facing your own death. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you're ready for that. So then Dave is like, that's so stupid, blah, blah. I'm being difficult and cool, word up. So I say, fine, I'll show you, but only if you promise to the exact terms of my arrangement in order to protect the integrity of the timeline.
The arrangement being the coin flip thing. Thank God we did that, otherwise it'd be screwed. I bet I would have gone back in time and killed my own grandfather. Oh wait, never, I never had one.
Ah, but it was important. You didn't just know what was going on, which was for your own good. I told you I was going to flip a coin, and before I did, you had to pick a side without telling me. Good heads or bad heads. And you were like, hey, sure, Trizzy, I will hella go along with your two-face thing. Whatever that means.
Oh yeah.
What did that mean, by the way? What's a two-face thing?
Two-Face is a human Batman villain just ugly and flips coins all the time to make evil decisions.
Oh, well, that's kind of disheartening. I sort of thought my coin flipping was cool and unique thing.
That's okay, flipping coins for readings is still pretty badass, I guess. Why don't you finish your story?
Oh, what is happening? Heads are heads.
So, one Dave went back in time to go to sleep. The other Dave waited for the future and then went back in time.
Now what?
Now what?
Right, so the choice, if you recall, was I could show you how to reach the God tier now, or I could show you later. And you had to assign one option to good heads and the other option to bad heads. And whatever the result of the flip, you had to promise to do what you committed to beforehand. No cheating and changing your mind, or that would fuck it up.
Right, exactly. So like I said before, I had no choice at all. Pick some options and he flipped a coin.
Yes, but leaving the choice to you was important here. You'll see why if you think about it.
Not seeing it. I picked good heads to mean you'd show me now. Bad heads to mean you'd show me later. You said it came up bad heads, so I was like, okay, I can wait. And I did for like a whole day. And now here you are showing me. Did I miss something?
Yes, you forgot that there was also an offshoot reality in which you made just the opposite decision. That was the one where bad heads meant I would show you right away. Remember, before the flip, I instructed you to do what in that event? To go back in time and await further instruction. And you did. He did, that is. He went back in time and I told him to find this bad end and go to sleep. And then future Dave would come back later and kill him, sending him to the God tier if he so willed. If he could find the wherewithal to go through it. The sleeping Dave is the doomed Dave, the one who didn't wait. Future Dave is you, the one who waited. In your quest, you're the Alpha Dave. He's you.
Then this is kind of useless, isn't it? I thought you were bringing me back here to finish a stable time loop, not murder a guy you punked who's gonna die regardless. What's the fucking point of giving a doomed version of myself superpowers anyway?
Maybe he will stop being doomed after you kill him. Maybe he will get the Dave powers and live a long and cool life, not being doomed anymore. How would you know unless you take a stab at it? Hee.
It's just the worst thing when you get morbid.
Mm.
Anyway, maybe. But I kinda doubt that's how it works. I mean, doomed means doomed, doesn't it? Loopholes are only temporary, like how Dave's Sprite turned out.
Mm. Rip, Mr. Orange Creamsicles, may he rest in deliciousness.
Am I wrong guessing that? Shouldn't you know better than me?
Dave, when it comes to time stuff, why would the seer of mind know better than the knight of time?
I don't know. What does being a seer of mind actually mean?
That is a great question. Maybe if you think about it, you can figure it out yourself.
Oh, okay. It's someone who asks a bunch of dumb riddles. I figured that out already.
Yeah, right.
Let's not get derailed here. We were talking about a serious issue, and I'm standing over my soon-to-be corpse while holding a fucking sword.
Okay, that is fair. You're probably correct about doomed Mr. Kiwi Suit here. Paradox Space is pretty vicious about punishing those in violation of its plan.
Punishing.
Sure, it finds ways to annihilate the paths which do not contribute constructively to its own propagation, and it is equally merciless to those who inhabit them, and in particular those who cause them. It appears to have a sense of justice, don't you think?
I guess.
Well, you asked what I thought, that's what I think. The question remains, now what?
I don't know. None of this is making for a very... I don't know. None of this is making for a very persuasive argument that I should kill Doom Me.
But he is going to die anyway. Why not just be the one to put him down? At the very least, you can make sure it is a pleasant demise instead of something nastier.
See, this shit you're doing now. This shit you're doing now. This is the morbid shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you probably think. Even when you bracket smile after it. Like, okay, you said something fucked up, but here's the cute face. My heart just fucking melted.
Dave, we both know my bracket smiles are irresistible.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I just got one back over, totally, I think. This whole thing was a ruse, and not even the funny kind that qualifies as distraction. I think you got my whole timeline there in front of you, and you know damn well I have no intention of killing this guy ever. And it's just a big game you set up to watch me squirm over weird mortality issues while you giggle.
Yeah, so?
So, I guess, well played? I don't know. Just one question. And please, just drop your fucking justice riddles and be honest. Do I ever make the god tier, like, the right way?
Very well, I will stop tormenting you, Dave. No, you don't. But that is not as bad as it sounds. Like I said, none of us made it. Except for... Okay, never mind. It wasn't necessary. We were already breezing through the game at our lower levels. By the time we reached the top of our echelons and mastered our fray motifs, we were completely dominating. Okay, so the end boss was more challenging than we expected, but by then it was too late to go back and do anything about it, and we had an army of lethal psychic robots to help us. It all worked out in the end. Why do you think you had to buy all those fray motifs? Even if you're not quite where John is, you're still a pretty deadly weapon.
Okay, cool. I guess I can live without wearing a sweet windsock hoodie and making time tornadoes or whatever. I was only bugging you about it because you were being so vague.
Yes, I know. I thought it was better to show you what was involved. It's one thing to say, sup, Toretti, help me be a good sup. But facing it is different. Our race is not exactly uncomfortable in the proximity of death. But it was still challenging. It was still a challenge we weren't prepared for. And then, Jack killed our dream selves. And I guess we lost that chance for good.
Help me be a good...
That would be a good story.
Alright then. I guess that's enough of this horseshit. Time to move on, right?
Sure, if you really want to leave poor doomed Dave here to his own devices.
I don't even want to be around when he wakes up. It'll be weird and awkward.
I don't suppose I could talk you into putting him out of his misery based on the result of a coin flip.
No. Fuck no. Put your fucking death point away, Jesus. I am forbidding you from ever flipping that coin again when I'm talking.
Fine. Wow, Dave, so touchy about a silly little coin. You're overestimating its relevance here anyway. In fact, after I flipped it, I didn't even look at the result.
What, you didn't?
Nope. Dave, why would a blind girl look at a coin she can't even see? It doesn't make sense.
That's fucking idiotic. You could smell a flea off a dog's balls.
Dave, see, this shit you're doing now, this is the gross shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you think.
This is BS. So okay, your coin flip of death was meaningless. Great to know. Is there anything else we need to do here? Sent you the money and got all that frame motifs. Tell me what there is. Tell me what is there that's left besides you jerking me around. Probably time we chill out for a while and get back in sync with my teammates.
Oh yes, I know. You've got some work to do. I can take a hint and give you some space to do it. Jade is going to need your help on her nice frosted marshmallow planet.
Then I guess that's where I'll go.
And if you can find it in your cool kid heart not to stay mad at me, feel free to get in touch anytime.
Okay. I mean, I'm not even actually mad. I don't know. I still don't really get what you did. Was the trick really necessary? It sounds like the split up was a result of both possible decisions I could have made, and had fuck all to do with your coin or randomness or luck.
Exactly! See, you do get it.
Get what?
You asked what it means to be the seer of mind.
Yeah, and I obviously still don't know.
Okay then, I'll just ask this. How much of your reality do you think is made from what's in your mind?
I don't know. Sounds like a riddle. Fuck it, I'll just say all of it. I mean, that is the right answer, right?
Smart ass. It is not a riddle. It is a serious question. There is a big difference, Dave. If you see what's in your mind clearly and understand the power of your thoughts have, then you understand reality while everyone else is running around confused and angry and upset. Because they think reality is something happening to them rather than something they are making every moment with every thought.
Oh, okay.
How well do you think you know your mind, Dave?
Really well. I know biblically it's an obscene NSFW spectacle.
I don't know what that means, but I know it is probably a rude joke.
It means my skull is a bucket and my brain's a plump fuck grub.
Gross, Dave, it's gross. But I knew that too. I know your mind better than you.
Oh, do you?
I am not psychic, but I have the sight seers. But I have the sight seers are meant to have. It was my role to have it, to talk to people and see the tunnels and vortices in their minds, and to understand the realities they would create if those thoughts led to action. For my enemies, I was meant to bring about the inherent retribution flowing from the reality made by their own evil thoughts, and for my friends, to protect them from their tendency to underestimate the power of their confusion has over their fate. To keep them out of trouble, Dave.
Is that what you were doing just now?
Maybe I was. You never know. Seers are notoriously cryptic in their ways.
Yeah, no, fuck.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, fuck.
It's been fun, Dave. It's been so fun because the more people try to hide, the more they show me. So I guess that's how I know I like you so much.
Man, you are just some kind of know-it-all, aren't you? What else do you know?
I know some very important things.
Like?
I know that you were onto something when you said luck wasn't involved with the coin flip.
Yeah, because you didn't even look. It was like Schrodinger's fucking coin. And then it turned into a Schrodinger's fucking Dave.
Ricky Schrodinger?
Yeah.
Well, yes, that may be true. But even so, I don't know that luck is a very real thing. Fortune is the essence of light, and it shines on those who've mastered it. But I know something more important than this. It is a big secret, maybe the biggest and most important secret of all.
What?
Luck doesn't actually matter.
Alright, we should be pretty close to a thing. A thing that you can finish off with.
Oh, good.
Like a flash.
Good, okay. Well, Vriska
And more Tavros.
got her face blown up. Oh, here's Tavros.
This is back during the game, during their session.
Oh.
This is it, runt! Here's your chance. Kiss her.
No!
Kiss that girl, you wimp. Choke. Oh, for crying out loud. You make me sad, runt. Just shaking my head here. That's it. I can't take it anymore. I gotta stop playing games for girls. You're on your own, runt. By the way, they mentioned several times the trolls saying stop playing games for girls and everything. For humans, of course, that means like, oh, it's frilly and girly and everything, and that's weak. But for trolls, that's seen as more strong and powerful. So when Tavros was told to stop playing games with girls, that means stop. You're gonna get yourself killed because you can't handle it.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
All right, so this is obviously Briscoe speaking.
Oh, now you want to kiss me, little 18, don't you think? Save your breath, Paige. I ain't dead just yet. Besides, plenty of time for that later. Pick me up. Need to get somewhere fast. Are you ready to fly, pupa?
Oh yeah, this is directly after Aradia beat her up.
Oh, God. That's right. And she is fucked up. Oh, what are you doing, Tavros? I won't make you do it. That's up to you. Here's your chance. Oh, come on. Come on.
Did you click it?
Yeah.
Oh, you missed something.
Did I?
Yeah, you missed a page.
Oh, there it goes. But do it fast, okay? Please don't make me bleed to death slowly.
Thief. Why not take control?
No! This is his decision. I know he can't do it.
He can do it.
He can do it, sorry. Tavros, hurry up! Kill me. Ooh, that's a cool frame.
Steal his will. It's what a thief does. End this. Oh, I'm a little too far ahead of you.
No, you're good. No! Do it, you coward! Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me!
DD, switch 4. Take her out. You're making a mess, Junior. What you waiting for? What are you? Some kind of wimp?
Whoa, boom. Oh, there she goes.
Rise up, thief.
Oh.
Snowman, escape. The Wendy boy is dead. The tragedy is overwhelming. All hope is lost. Oh well, time to get out of this tin can. WV, escape.
Escape button.
The door jams.
Oh, wait.
Alright, the station is out of power. You forgot about that. WV, examine treasure. Of course you still have your secret treasure, but it will almost certainly prove to be of no use to you in this dilemma whatsoever. Certainly serves no significant purpose other than to be pretty, and make your hand glowy. Back in the sleeve of your trusty knife it goes. WV, search for power source. Oh yeah, there's another thing you forgot about. You ate that delicious green nuclear rock earlier in the day, even though it feels like it was more than a year ago. Guess there's nothing to do but wait it out. Jade, prepare for imminent windfall. Give me a second. I could have sworn we were right near a flash. Can anyone confirm if there's enough time to get to that?
I think it's still a ways off.
Oh man, I could have sworn.
But.
Is there any more chats between here and there? If you wanted to go an extra hour, I'd be down for it.
I wish I could. I can't. I wish I could. I have a bunch of other stuff I gotta do.
3297.
But. Oh well. Well, that's a good stopping point with Miss Jade and Carcat. Here, I'll save it here. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, my browser's acting a little bit funky today. I feel like it's. I don't even know if it's less the game and more the browser for some reason. But maybe
someone mentioned that it could be the combination of streaming and Flash.
Maybe, but I've done it up to this point, so it's like, and I haven't run into issues, so. Yeah.
Maybe you got something else running on your computer?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. My computer used to do this thing where it would do a what do they call it? It would run, what do they call it? Something leak, like a memory leak, I felt like where it would just like act like something was running. But yeah, I might just restart and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you everybody, and thank you Eldritch. This was a really
You're
good
welcome.
stream. I was
Had a
awesome.
lot of fun.
Yeah, I would love to have you back sometime if you have time.
Oh yeah, you can bring me on anytime. That'd be good.
Awesome, perfect. Then I will be in touch, and I gotta get the more scheduling scheduled out, so I'll just bug you soon. And thank you everybody for showing up. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be the weird day. I have to talk to the guest. Who was it? From the
RPG manga, right?
yeah, RPG Monger. I gotta talk to them and see if they could do like the split thing where we do some, because I have a meeting at 11 that I have to be at, and so if not, I want to see if maybe they just want to move the whole stream forward or something, a few hours or something, because that might even be easier. Just like move it to the afternoon here, but yeah, I'll let you guys know. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you know when we go live. But Tumblr is where you can see the updates. Okay, go ahead and stay back, Eldritch. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream.
All right.
And
Take care, y'all.
bye, everybody.